the role of the planner to start taking that entire, planning and looking forward to putting this whole journey together for the family. That is then the planner's job to take that forward for them. And that is a long process. It is meticulous. I like to divide it in 3 sectors: selection, planning and budgeting, and execution. तो ये तुम्हारे 3 फ्रेमवर्क हैं वेरी क्लियरली. सिलेक्शन टेक्स द मैक्सिमम टाइम, क्योंकि वहाँ आपको बहुत लोगों से मिलना है. यू आर वांटिंग टू बी वेरी पर्टिकुलर. मुझे यही डिज़ाइनर चाहिए, मुझे ये मेकअप आर्टिस्ट चाहिए, मुझे ये साड़ी ड्रेपर चाहिए, मुझे ये फ्लावर्स चाहिए, मुझे ये डेकोर चाहिए. तो वो काफ़ी वो प्रोसेस और वो टाइम सबसे ज़्यादा you invest a lot more time into that. Also, that's the time where the planner's experience comes totally, it has to be brought on the table for the family to be able to take this forward. Then the planning and budgeting is the next step, and then the big day.
विजन बोर्ड जो आपने मेंशन किया वो सिर्फ कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में सुना था, वेडिंग वर्ल्ड में मैंने कभी नहीं सुना. बट रियलिस्टिकली स्पीकिंग, कोई अगर फैमिली मेम्बर्स हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल 2 फैमिलीज बैठी हैं या तय करिए शादी, यू थिंक दे विल बी एबल टू पुट अ विजन बोर्ड टुगेदर?
व्हाई नॉट? Yeah, we're talking about, look at the couples getting married now. They know it exactly what they want. And why not? See, हर चीज़ weddings के बारे में इतनी professional हो गई है. Unlike earlier. पहले कौन करता था शादियाँ? मामा, चाचा, family में मासी, बुआ. But today you have a wedding planning company. You are hiring professionals. They are working on calendars. They are working on, making it as professional as a project. तो विजन बोर्ड क्या ही बड़ी बात है.
So now that brings me to my next question, is that when couples are ready to take that plunge into marriage, when do they actually begin their wedding planning?
Ideally, between 6 to 8 months prior to the wedding date that they've chosen. But there's no one trend, Sachin, इसमें. मतलब कभी-कभी it's a very personal family decision. Sometimes engagement hui, they do not want to wait till the next year because the Muhurat dates are only that many. Most of the weddings, if you've realized, wo November se Jan ke beech mein, those are the dates that come. Then there are a few dates in the summer, but ideally that's not the best time weather-wise. India में या बाहर अगर आप सोच रहे हैं तो फिर उतने टाइम तक अगर somebody is getting engaged sometimes in August, September, they don't want to wait for the next year. They want to do it quickly within that year. So sometimes there's a very small window that the planner gets, 2 से 3 महीने या 4 महीने. But ideal time is 6 to 8 months.
What is the shortest time that you've ever actually pulled off a wedding?
You will be surprised. मैंने एक बहुत ही बड़ी शादी 2 महीने में की है. I actually went and I started living in Dubai because it was a wedding in the UAE. And when I got the call और मुझे कहा कि February में शादी है, I was talking to them in November. I said, next February करेंगे आराम से. नहीं ये February 2017 में. And I'm like, really? अभी तक आपने कुछ नहीं किया? नहीं, अभी decide हुआ है. And then within 2 months we pulled off and it was a massive project. ऐसा भी नहीं कि वो एक छोटी intimate wedding थी. It was really a large project.
Now you said the wedding was in Dubai. Now you've done weddings in different regions of not just the country but across the globe as well, right? So how do you navigate? And if I have to give an example, 2 states picture हमने तो देखी थी. वो 2 states में कैसे अलग mindset थे, अलग cultures थे. So how do you manage with those state-wise or country-wise dynamics and the diverse cultures?
I think over the years we've kind of learnt it. Maximum weddings is a very very big celebration and big spend in the Marwari culture. तो मैं तो कहती हूँ मस्ती में कि मैं आधी मारवाड़ी बन चुकी हूँ.
Big shout out to all the Marwadis who are watching us.
So yeah, it is every community has its own customs and it's very important to understand and not really ignore them. I always say, understand them deeply. Okay, what is the essence of that particular ritual, custom or tradition? Because it's very important to the family. एंड उसको आप मिटिगेट नहीं करना चाहिए आपको बिल्कुल भी. उसको आप यू हैव टू मेक श्योर कि वो आप इनकॉर्पोरेट कर रहे हो, राइटली कर रहे हो. वैसे ही आजकल ट्रेडिशंस आर प्रीटी मच डाइंग आउट ऑफ द वेडिंग सिनारियो, बट देर आर सम फैमिलीज हु आर वेरी पर्टिकुलर. सो कल्चरली ऑल्सो थिंग्स आर वेरी डिफरेंट इन एवरी स्टेट. यू नो, आई मीन आज आप दिल्ली की शादियाँ और बॉम्बे की शादियाँ देख लो, सचिन.
पंजाबियां दी बैटरी चार्ज रहंदी है 24 घंटे. That's the whole vibe in Delhi.
Delhi is opulent, big
Yeah,
weddings.
yeah.
Bombay is slightly different, and there are reasons ऐसे क्यों है. Because एक तो ना दिल्ली में हर सेलिब्रेशन बहुत बड़ा होता है, बड़े घर होते हैं, यू नो, लोगों के बैकयार्ड्स इतने बड़े हैं कि तुम 300-400 लोगों की शादी तो अपने घर में कर सकते हो. बॉम्बे में हम रहते हैं फ्लैट्स में, और
Match boxes.
आधा टाइम यू आर गोइंग क्रेजी ट्राइंग टू सर्च फॉर अ वेन्यू. तो हर स्टेट का एक अपना, देयर इज अ डिफरेंट ask, there is a different requirement, and then there are different cultures. So it's way diverse, way diverse. So you have to really work around this whole piece by having a deep understanding, and that comes from spending time with the family. आपको ये समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि what is it that they want, what's their culture, what's their culture of their home. बिकॉज शादी इज़ लाइक कमिंग होम ना. तुम चाहे होटल ले लो या डेस्टिनेशन ले लो, बट यू हैव टू क्रिएट द माहौल इन सच अ वे कि हम उनके घर आ रहे हैं. दैट्स द सेंटिमेंट दैट वी हैव टू क्रिएट. What are those few parameters they should keep in mind to evaluate the planner? I mean, बाकी चीज़ें I feel pretty much you can assess through a measurable, I would say graph, but planners का क्या होता है कि वो measure करना बहुत मुश्किल है. तो आपका क्या
बहुत
suggestion?
subjective है आरती. See, let's also understand and respect the fact that we're still a very new industry. We are just about 2 decades young.
Yes.
और एक शहर को बनाने में 20 साल का टाइम लगता है.
जी.
हम तो एक और बहुत बड़े इकोसिस्टम की बात कर रहे हैं. So anything which is still evolving and emerging, there will be a continuous process of evolution that will engage with it. और उसमें ये उतार चढ़ाव हमेशा होंगे, because nothing is written in a transcript that this is how the industry will redefine itself or progress. वो हम गलतियाँ करते हैं, सीखते हैं, गलतियाँ करते हैं, सीखते हैं. ये हमारे लिए भी उतना ही लागू होता है जितना क्लाइंट के लिए लागू होता है.
True.
So there is nobody to blame. I think that's how every business has evolved over a period of time, historically, if you look back at it. So, but yes, I think a few basic things that anybody, for that matter, who's in the process of selecting an agency to handle such a momentous occasion in their lives, is कि भाई आदमी को experience है या नहीं, और जिस स्केल का काम आप कराना चाह रहे हो उस स्केल का एक्सपीरियंस है या नहीं. एंड टुडे reputation, I think, precedes everybody.
Absolutely. Your credibility is the last job you've
which
done.
is not very difficult to find out
out.
and ascertain. And don't be penny wise and pound foolish.
Yes, that's the most important
these
thing.
these are a few basic things. इसके अलावा और कोई rocket science नहीं.
Yeah, that's true.
And yes, one thing I think it's important. You see, I don't think so. The relationship between a family and their wedding manager or their wedding planner should be transactional. Because if that's a transactional relationship, then trust me, you're not going to get the best.
Yeah. I think this journey involves
there
that.
has to be a lot of emotional connect.
Yes.
Because till the time people like us are not emotionally invested in that family, we will not be able to deliver the best. And it goes both ways.
I totally agree with you, Samajji. Totally. And I think कहीं पे business एक चीज़ है, but I think planners भी जब मिलते हैं families को, it's important for them to also sometimes think, will I fit in? And it's okay to go and look for something else where you feel you're the right fit.
So you're leading me to another thing that I think very strongly about. ना कहने में बुरा लगता है, लेकिन ना कहना आना चाहिए.
सही बात है. और बहुत कम है हम लोग, I must say,
बहुत
जो ना
ज़रूरी
कहते
है,
हैं.
but ठीक है. And again, that is what starts differentiating the better ones from the other ones.
Correct. You know, talking of creating a destination or, you know, creating an infrastructure. Um, I want to talk about your Ollie wedding because, you know, honestly, it's so close to my heart to see that project. I mean, I have not seen so much, but whatever I heard, I was following it so carefully. It takes a lot of courage, I think, um, for to even give a suggestion like that to a client कि मैं आपके लिए, like on a barren land, I'm going to create everything that is needed
So-
from rooms to everything.
There is more to it than meets the eye, actually.
Please बताइए.
And I never gave the suggestion.
Oh, you didn't.
They've been closely connected to the family for a very long time. And उनके यहाँ बहुत सारी शादियाँ हो चुकी हैं. So they've been to all the fancy palace hotels of the world in different parts, in 3 different continents for that matter, to do different weddings that have happened of the younger generation over the last 8 to 10 years. So I was actually in southern China, and I get a call from the family that आप कहाँ हो? मैंने कहा मैं यहाँ हूँ. बोले कब आ रहे? मैंने कहा परसों आ रहा हूँ. तो बोले ठीक है, नरसों सुबह हम लोग साथ में जाएंगे. आप नरसों कहीं कुछ और प्लान मत करना. उन्होंने बड़े हक से बोला बिकॉज हमारा रिलेशनशिप वैसा है. मैंने कहा ठीक है. सो हम लैंड कर गए एंड देन the day after morning we met at the airport, got onto their plane and moved to Dehradun. So Dehradun में हम उतरे and then we got into a helicopter. मैं तब तक कई बार पूछ चुका हूँ कहाँ जा रहे हैं. बोले बताएंगे. So when we finally took off in the chopper, then I was told that we are going to Oli. I said okay. And why are we going to Oli? We are going to Oli to discuss something, but that's something I will tell you there only.
Oh, this was suspense built.
So, okay. So we reached there in about 45 minutes. We landed on a space that was created for helicopters to land. And तो फिर मुझे उन्होंने कहानी बताई कि यार हम लोग ना 2 हफ्ते पहले सब दर्शन के लिए 4 धाम के आए हुए थे. And their mother was also there with them, and they really look up to her. She is the patriarch of the family today. And तो ऊपर से जब दिख रहा था, and all of that region is absolutely fantastic. मतलब बद्रीनाथ, केदारनाथ, नंदा देवी, you on a clear day, it is so mesmerizing that you just want
The
to
view from the
stay
top,
plant
yeah.
there. And तो बोला माँ जी ने कहा यार अगली शादी जो है ना, तुम लोग यहाँ भगवान की शरण में करना. वो बात मदर ने बोली और उसके 10 दिन बाद रिश्ता हो गया घर में. And you know, so that whole thing in the minds was so strong that that's what the mother has wanted.
Yeah.
So, which is why we were standing there. So they gave me this whole background so that I am able to understand the importance of the sentiment.
Yeah.
And then I said, फिर इसमें डिस्कशन क्या है? अगर उन्होंने बोला है
बस करना है.
तो करना है. फिर यहीं होगा. तो बोले बट होगा कैसे? ये तो 30 कमरे हैं इसमें. और हम अगर बहुत भी कट शॉर्ट करेंगे हमारी लिस्ट तो हमारे 150 से 175 गेस्ट तो होंगे. So there was another block adjoining the resort at Oli which had been locked for almost 15-17 years. उसमें 10-12 कमरे थे. हमने कहा ये खोल देंगे. तो बोले ठीक कराने में भी तो टाइम लगेगा. And we are 28 days away from the शादी.
Are you kidding me?
So
I
my
thought
first
ये project
visit-
like बहुत ही लंबा चला था.
I visited this is the trip that I'm talking about, and the date of the wedding that's been decided. It's a 28-day gap.
28 days.
28
आपने ये
days.
गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड्स में डाला है कि नहीं ये शादी?
नहीं हमने नहीं डाला because सोच के कुछ और गए थे, हो कुछ और गया था actually. So and then we said okay, we'll create a tented colony. And that's how the whole story started. So by the time we came back in the evening, it was a different story altogether because हमको पता था. So I knew what is now lined up. And but a lot of things about Ollie we hadn't known till then. Logistical nightmare. हमको किसी ने कहा था कि ट्रकें जाती हैं ऊपर तक. सामान भेजना शुरू कर दिया 4 दिन बाद तो पता चला वहाँ तो ट्रक जाती नहीं है, नीचे 3 किलोमीटर पहले रास्ता बंद हो जाता है. हमने क्या क्या किया है हम जानते हैं. लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आई कांट शेयर, बट हमने सड़क तक बनाई है ऊपर ट्रक ले जाने के लिए. एंड इट इज़ बाय फार आई थिंक द स्मॉलेस्ट project that we've done in terms of number of guests, but it has been the most challenging wedding project that we've ever done in life, and for various reasons it's very very close to our hearts.
No, no, it is. I mean, when I heard of it, and there was a little bit I read about it, I've yet not seen anything what was done, but knowing you, your team, and the work you all do, just to think of this very picturesque sight of a wedding happening in Ollie was a great thought and a beautiful vision.
Yeah.
But to create it, उसके पीछे जो होता है, जो हमको पता है कि what goes into creating a wedding.
तो आप पूछो नहीं, मतलब मैं किताबों पे किताबें लिख सकता हूँ उसके ऊपर, but what is important is that God was very kind despite all the challenges that
Yeah.
kept on coming on us practically on a daily basis. जो हुआ वो बहुत सात्विक था और बहुत सुंदर था.
The first time a wedding was done in a stadium. Imagine a stadium like Wankhede Stadium being used as a venue, and the walls of the stadium being converted into a palace.
Oh wow.
And another time, the same stadium was used and was converted into a temple city. And each temple or palace in that city had different podiums, different platforms to host different guests. So one was the politicians, one was the industrialists, one was the diamond merchants, another was the film stars and the music community, another was the managers and guests that had come in from across the world for that wedding, etc. So a lot of these opportunities that existed. And what first? I mean, you talk about entertainment shows where stars are performing and being paid $1 million fees
At
for
weddings.
that at weddings. I've done the wedding of Bharat Shah's family,
Yeah.
the diamond merchant Bharat Shah. Bharat Bhai had requested us to do it, and of course we were paid a fee, and he really looked after us as literally his sons and his family members. I remember doing that wedding at the Turf Club, and the Sangeet night had Lakshmikant Pyarelal ji performing.
Oh wow. Which year was this?
This would have been in the 80s.
So
okay?
you know, you've actually done these path breaking or these larger than life sets and weddings when I think the ecosystem was not as developed.
No, the ecosystem developed as we did work. Work develops an ecosystem. Work develops an environment, an economy itself.
Yes.
And so, if I go back to the story of Lakshmikant Pyarelal ji, they were performing on stage, and there was a line of stage to go up and perform with them. That line included the biggest singers. I mean, I can't tell you. It included Lata ji.
Oh wow.
And I can talk about the rest. I can talk about film stars who stood in line to go up there to shake a leg because they wanted to show their love for the family. It had nothing to do with money. It had nothing to do with commerce. It purely was the love that they wanted to show Bharat Bhai and his family by being there and acknowledging their presence and saying, thank you for being part of our lives
Yes.
and helping us be an industry. And he was really one of the big financiers and imagineers of our film industry in that sense.
Guys, for y'all to know, Michael Jackson concert was done by Wizcraft. And, you know, I mean, I was that time so young and I wish I could be there, but I wasn't then. We didn't even have social media to view it. But, you know, I think you have a lot of stories. Tell us something about that show that will interest us.
The way Michael Jackson was welcomed to India. He arrived, we received him on the aircraft, and as we were getting him off, he looked left and he looked right. You know, typically there's a small gap between the aircraft and the stairs or or the landing port. And he looked, and there was a sea of humanity on both sides. Everyone who had working in that airport had assembled there to say hello to him.
How lovely.
And he waved, he did a namaste, he looked the other side, did a namaste. As we went through the airport in Mumbai, we saw that the customs officials had left their places, the police had left their places, the loaders had left their places. The entire area of the customs and baggage area, etc., had all become a sea of humanity. And we had to wade through that sea of humanity to get out. And I remember in that, there was a child who was standing there with her parents, and the child tripped. Without saying anything, without doing anything, you could see Michael fast moonwalk across the space and just picked up the child and held that child so close to him. And the love that you saw from him for a child who he had no clue about actually made me wonder about all the stories that one had heard about
Yeah.
Michael and children and this and the other, how wrong they were.
Yeah.
And you saw that love that he had for the world, for children, and for everybody else, right through that journey, not just in that incident. As we went through from the airport to Balasaheb's
Balasaheb's
house
house.
and then onto the Oberoi, he got off the car and he went and visited slums. He entreated slum children, held their hands, took pictures, sang with them, danced with them. There were Legium dancers across the road. Mumbai shut down that
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
People had come out on the streets. One side of the highway was shut down. It happened naturally because the people had come on the streets.
Yeah.
And as we went through to the Oberoi, there were schools that had shut down half day to welcome Michael Jackson. This wasn't something that we had asked for. It's not something that we encourage. But the streets of Mumbai leading up to the Oberoi were bedecked with children and people from Mumbai waving flags, holding placards, holding banners, saying welcome Michael, etc. And it was at that moment, in some ways, that you realized what one had managed to do
Yeah.
and the history that that moment actually was. But you are wrapped in it, you know. You're just part of it and you're part of that moment. You forget everything else because you are only bothered about, I have to get into the Oberoi.
Yeah.
In the evening, we got a dinner. He's got to wash up. He's
You're
got to
on
do this.
work.
You're on work mode.
Total work
You
mode.
miss all of that.
Yeah.
And when I look back at every bit of that experience and that journey, you realize what you were part of, what you were part of creating. And like his tour said, history.
Yeah, it was history. For so many years, I've never felt, I always remember your wedding and there's just smiles and oodles of love that come out of me, you know.
No, it was fun. I mean, more than anything, I keep telling her and we keep speaking about this. I mean, she reminded me the other day that we've seen so many weddings being planned. We see, you know, couples either fighting, loving each other more, families hating each other, weddings getting called
Yeah,
off, things happening.
absolutely.
You know, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
But through this process and touch wood for that. I mean, we got closer. Our families got
Yes.
closer. Before we could even, you know, before I could feel her parents were my in-laws, and she and vice versa. They became parents through the process,
That's
and that was the most important part about getting married. Also,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
really got close together as a unit,
Yeah.
and we thank you.
You were a great force in bringing the families together as well, I feel, because we didn't look at you as somebody from the outside. We looked at you as part of our team, and everybody in the team was reaching the same goal, and you were a part of that. So, but like Arman mentioned, I think for us, the whole wedding planning process was extra special because it was really the time that him and I also found out how well we work as a team.
Yes.
And our families as well. So it really was something so wholesome. And when I look back at that time of planning and usually it's a stressful time for most couples and families. For us, it was probably more fun than the wedding
It was
itself.
a lot of fun, yeah, Anisa. I
It was
remember.
so much fun.
I mean, I remember coming to your homes and
Yeah.
starting with first, eating. It
It was
was
5
always
course
a
every day.
meal. I mean, it was always like I'm coming first. I'm either coming at a lunchtime, starting with
Yeah.
lunch. I'm fed till here, and now we're going to start talking work. And I think somewhere the important part is that y'all were at ease, which I don't find a lot anymore as a planner, I'll be honest, because everybody wants their day to be so perfect that they are, they are so anxious from the time of the planning. What I liked about and what y'all did it is that y'all were always having fun in the process. I mean, I remember that one time when Arman, I don't know what was it he called the Dholwalas.
Yeah, they became my speed
Yeah,
dial.
he was on.
He
they
called
were
them
on
for
his
everything.
Speed dial.
He called them for everything. I don't understand.
They were my speed dial. I mean, I overdid it. I think people hate me, and I've stopped. I mean, I haven't stopped calling the Dolwala, but yeah, it became like a
It became like a
habit
thing.
then.
Yeah.
It was a habit
I think
to.
we had one small accomplishment in the whole planning process, and Arman would call the Dholwalas.
And every time we used to start talking some serious stuff about
Yeah.
decor and about, the other things like hospitality. There were only two topics that Arman constantly brought on the table.
Bharat. I wanted a really cool
Arman did
Bharat.
not
I wanted
want
like a
to-
sundown party.
He did not want a wedding. He wanted a barat.
I always thought he's getting married to you only because he wants a bar.
So much so that he has made it so clear to everybody in our family that this is so important to him. Even my father came home to me one day and he's like, Anissa, I think we should go. I mean, we always knew where we were going to have the wedding, but he's like, I think this is the right choice because there's a Bharat route for Arman and he can do this and that. And I was like, wow, even you are supporting this.
No, we actually took a while to even choose certain
Yeah.
spaces because the factor was that we need enough space.
Yeah.
And it had to be
Yeah.
a full production. So.
Yeah.
No, that worked out very well for us, the entire route.
Absolutely.
And
I
you
mean,
choosing that room.
that overlooked.
That-
Well, I was lucky. I was lucky that they
Yeah.
gave it to me. I mean,
So for people to give you a little, context of what we are talking, Anisa had this desire that she wanted to see the Bharat as the Bharat is coming
Yeah.
in. And we were thinking, how do we manage to get her room to be the room where she can see the Bharat come? Thankfully, the wedding happened at the Grand Hyatt in Mumbai, and thankfully we took their apartments, and from the balcony she saw the Bharat coming in. And I remember this one shot where you've yelled Arman, and Arman's looked up and
Very filmy.
yeah, like had to be,
it was really filmy except for the fact that I was screaming for 10 minutes and one of his friends looks up and hears me screaming Arman, doesn't call Arman, he just waves back to me and continues on. And I'm
And
like,
he's dancing.
call my husband, please. But yeah, I think Grand Hyatt was absolutely the best decision we made for the wedding. From the Bharat route to the space to the organization, it really made that day so special for us.
I drove you up the wall, but to get it right, because
Yeah.
for me, really, why the pressure actually came from a bunch of. See, we've been to so many Bharats before. I mean, in different forms. The boys, especially, the boys put a lot of pressure on me because they know my love for dhols and music and creating a ruckus. So I got a lot of pressure from everyone. So then deep down, I wanted to do it.
On his Mehndi day,
no pressure.
his Mehndi is going on.
Yeah.
Like the dinner's going on. He takes me on the side and says, "Oh, Bharat ka."
सब ठीक है ना?
I'm like, Arman.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of pressure I felt for that Bharat, I was like, this has to go right, Aarti. This is it. This is your only point.
This is your show.
No, you're not pushing it now. Honestly, the Bharat meant a lot, but I mean, for me, I mean,
Arman.
you see, you know how hands-on we all were throughout the wedding.
We're
You must have got
control
that
freaks.
less from other people. We were so hands-on
We're control
on
freaks.
everything, every element, even like a small
Flower.
flower.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the decor too much,
Yeah.
but I was very
I talked about
hands-on
how we
on
split the
smaller elements. You know that I drove you up the wall.
Two departments were your department. One was Bharat and second was food. All the food tastings.
I was most excited.
enthusiastic.
So I think just to give everybody an idea of how we did it, and I think that's a topic that a lot of people must be asking about,
Yeah.
is how do you split responsibilities?
Correct.
Very clearly from the get-go, we were like, the men will take care of the food and beverage.
Yeah.
And we will take care of the decor and planning,
Detailing.
detailing. So actually, that was a very good
Yeah.
idea, because that bonding experience that happened between Arman, my father, and my father-in-law, and
Yeah.
other as well, versus me, my mom, and my mom-in-law
Yeah.
doing something together, just made you do teamwork, and it was so
Yeah.
amazing. And everybody was on the same page. Like, it was, I didn't encounter a single difference of opinion or any, contradiction, nothing. It was so smooth, and I know they felt that on the boys planning team as well.
That's why we learn so much through the whole process.
Yeah.
I mean, more than getting the wedding right, of course. I mean, you can never. There's
Yeah.
no right or wrong with a wedding. It's more the love of the people you call. It's a bahana to kind of celebrate and
Yeah.
and whatever it is. But the main thing is just the family bonding through the whole process and getting to know each other better. I mean, our family is
Our
better.
family
no?
is better, because
Yeah.
they didn't really know each other so well before, but and after that, it's just been like one big family. And I think a lot of that is owed to the wedding planning, and a lot of that, Aarti, I will say, is in part to you as well, and your credit, to be and handle two families at the same time, because you're not just a planner, you become a mediator in a sense. I think I would give you a lot of credit for that, because you kept a lot of cultural sensitivities in mind when you were planning. There were certain things that, say, were maybe cultural, like something on the mandap, or
Yeah.
something that, these finer details that you brought to our attention, which made a big difference in the way we did certain things, or kind of took a different route with certain things.
Tell us about how is planning
it's really
for them.
funny. I have to tell you, I mean, a story which was, it's so sad that the media sometimes just puts people's whole impression about who they are in the public eye without even knowing the facts. You're not in the room, you're not with them. So
Yeah.
it's like, it was so sad when people were talking about, Priyanka and Nick, and saying that, how it's not going to work out and how it's just for the sake of media and everything else. And I have to tell you, the first flight I took with them, we just got 45 or 50 days to plan the wedding. It was just such a short time. But that first flight I took with them from Bombay to Jodhpur, she just didn't leave his sight. She was just hugging him, holding him, just had her arms around him. They were just in love, and it was just so beautiful to see that. And obviously they're two very strong people, and their vision was very clear what they wanted.
Yeah.
The most professional, I mean, she is by far the most professional artist, if I know, in the profession of media. And she knows what she wants. And Nick is just wonderful, at that age, the kind of maturity he has. And it was just one of the most amazing, beautiful experiences. It was very tight, very, very, very close-knit family affair. And we're fortunate enough, it to be the second most Googled wedding after
Yeah.
Harry and Meghan. Since Aditya's not married still, so, but, mind, but after that it was theirs, and we were fortunate enough. And then, we did the next one that got the limelight was obviously Kiara and Sid.
Kiara and Sid,
Again,
yeah.
two youngsters.
That bridal walk it's gotten
yeah,
so
but-
popular. Every
I mean,
bride
it was-
wants
it was-
that.
It was impromptu, not rehearsed. She was running late. That's why there's the part in which Sid points out to
Yeah.
his watch. But just when those doors opened, just that look between the two of them, nothing else, my hair starting, nothing else mattered to the
Yeah.
crowd. It's always, I'm not saying
Everybody
because they're
thinks
Bollywood
these are
stars
very rehearsed.
And these are rehearsed, but just when she just moved that hand of hers, when she sang Latte, it was just so beautiful. Again, a lot of collaborations worked in favor of certain of these things. We had, a beautiful friend of ours called Vishal, the
Punjabi.
Punjabi. And he certainly brings to some of the celebrity weddings a really emotional touch in the music, that the way he,
Yeah.
orchestrates it. So, and he created the song of Ranjha, which was the happy version. If you see in the movie, it's the sad
version.
And that happy version song, when it played on the speakers, everyone heard it, and it just lifted the audience
Yes.
also. And when she walked that with that happiness on that song, and it was just beautiful to see two young people so in love with each other. Again, it's about me bringing people in love together. It's
Yeah.
about the planner. It's not about the bride and groom. Get that right, guys.
I think celebrity or not celebrity, when you see a couple so much in love with each other, I think the joy that we get as planners to be
yeah.
associated.
I cry at every wedding.
Yeah, even I cry at
I
every
cry at
wedding.
every wedding. I have seen the Jaymala, I see the bride
Yeah,
walking.
I
and my
see
team
the-
always tells me, hello, it's not your daughter getting married.
Coming back to the celebrity
Celebrity.
wedding, now Vandana, your experience.
Listen, I am not as much, you know, I'm so glad you're asking me this question because every time it says celebrity wedding planner.
Yeah.
I am not a celebrity wedding planner. I am a wedding planner like you or anybody else because this man has done more celebrity weddings than I have. I have actually done only one.
The most power couple of Bollywood.
No, it was, I must say that as far as the couple concerned, we're talking about, I think she just took a year off to do her wedding.
That's
She
so
was
lovely.
She was just very involved, as much as he was, and like very sensible human beings, they had divided their roles.
Oh, that's lovely to
Very
hear.
nice. Yeah, yeah. So he was very clear. I want to have nothing to do with what the place looks like, what all of that's all her part. I'm only interested in the music and the entertainment. And he has an eye which is as sharp as an eagle, by the way. Okay?
Wow.
He will walk into a room
And
and
notice.
say, no, this placement is out. It's not working. I remember we were doing something in the dance floor and he kept saying, Vandana, the dance floors, it's not giving me the energy. There's going to be something off because the bar's too close. This is not happening. The DJ console is not just the right height. I need it to be like this. We turned it around because he wanted, and how right was he?
Yeah.
You know, in terms of things like that. I think with the profession also you tend to learn. But exactly what Adi was saying, the media takes out so many stories, they take out a million things, but the sync or the
Chemistry.
chemistry that happens, it's only when you're in the room
Yes.
with them can you feel it and you can see it. So Hamara Raja Baba, who is all over Baba, 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 the whole birth goes on in his mad clothes and he's as mad as ever. But there is such a sense of center and calmness to the boy when he's sitting and listening. He's sitting in a room, he's not jumping jack flash all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
He's got a center which is amazing. And the caring nature is naturally like that.
Yeah.
It's not that he's showing. For her, of course, for his parents, for his people, whatever. But even for our crew.
Yeah.
I mean, if the girls were walking in or whatever, the man would get up and say, you know, take a chair.
Yeah,
You know, sit down
that's-
there. The kind of respect that he gave to the DJs, to the music. My son was working on this wedding for the first time. Sat and talked to him. So this whole media hype about, oh, this has been done for this or this, everything is rehearsed. Or when she looked up and the sun looked up and this was such a beautiful shot. Yeah, you're out in the open in Italy. Are you controlling the weather? You are not.
Yeah.
Okay? It was literally, I'm saying they are blessed, those two, touch wood. She did this walk. She was doing the South Indian wedding and she was walking down and it was a little cloudy that
Yeah.
particular day. And we had black umbrellas because the media was all over and all that rubbish. But, and I stood with her for that 1 second before she was going to walk. And she was wearing juttis. And I said, and suddenly she walked, she said, I'm taking them off. I said, you're going to walk barefoot? She said, if I was in a temple, I would have done it, no? So I said, that's true. She kicked off her shoes and everybody, you know, her stylist and everybody's going crazy. She just said, relax. It was cloudy and this
Yeah.
is not a joke. She walked down and everybody was standing there waiting for her. It was like a moment was done. She came down, she met him, and I have never seen literally the clouds open and there was this rays of sun on this girl.
How lovely is that?
And the moment that Vishal has caught is absolutely spectacular. She looked at him and because the sun hit her, she did this and she looked up. So it looks like it's a shot that's been taken, but it was all very natural.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, things people make out, but it's amazing. I mean, the Bonhomie, there were 70 people at the wedding.
Yeah.
It was just their family. Not one extra person was there. People they've known from their childhood, people they've grown up with. It was an intimate, very gathering. We felt like outsiders if we stepped in too much.
Yeah.
But she was wonderful to work with. So was he. Drove us crazy, particular. You see this white? Ye white hai? How many shades of white can you have? 5. She wanted to see all 5 and then pick which was the better white out of the 5. So that was her.
I thought I would make a movie like that. जो मैं 10 साल से लिख रहा था
जी।
कि आई वुड बी मेकिंग अ फिल्म व्हिच इज
Opulent, larger than life.
मोला रूज इज व्हाट इज वो
Yeah.
बना चुके हैं लेकिन मेरा
Yeah.
वो इट वाज माय स्टोरी आई वुड शुड हैव डन दैट बट व्हाइल डूइंग करते 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 से नहीं यार समथिंग इज गोइंग रॉन्ग ऑल द एक्टर्स आर माय फ्रेंड्स ओके बट दे वोंट यू नो से yes to me as a director because I've never directed anyone आर्ट डायरेक्टर डायरेक्शन कैसे जा रहा है एंड सडनली आई सेड कि नहीं यार लेट मी change the gear, you know. I'm thinking maybe something is wrong. That time, then my writer Simon Kodris, who was working with me and we were writing quite a lot. और हम लोग अटके हुए थे एक पिक्चर बनाएंगे नहीं on dance movie ये करेंगे ऐसे नहीं something is going wrong. Then he said let's bring out something. Then he said कि why not biopic? I said yes. उस जमाने में किसी को पता नहीं था
I know,
biopic.
that was
दो
the
आ चुके
very
थे, एक दो चीज़-
initial, yeah.
हाँ पर वैसे किसी को नहीं पता था एंड
Yeah.
फीमेल आई सेड सी एक्टर्स मेरे को ना बोल रहे हैं फीमेल्स ना नहीं बोलेंगे क्योंकि एक ऐसा रोल दो मैं होल थिंग इज बिकॉज इफ आई एम एन एक्टर लालच दो मुझे
Yeah.
ओके तो एक्टर को लालच दो
Push
कि
my
एक
creative boundaries.
ऐसे एक पिक्चर दो जो ना नहीं कर पाए और उसकी लाइफ की बेस्ट वर्क हो यू नो एंड देन सडनली ही बिकम अ मैरी कॉम हमने बहुत सोचा था रानी लक्ष्मीबाई क्वीन एलिजाबेथ बहुत बहुत सब चीज़ दैट टाइम हम लोग सोच रहे थे देन ही सेड मैरी कॉम ये कौन है एंड इफ आई डोंट नो देन अदर पीपल ऑल्सो डोंट नो सो नो देन आई वेंट डाउन स्टार्टेड रीडिंग सो दिस इज व्हाट वी वर गोना डू research, we wrote and then finally he said okay पहले देखे तो सही मैरी कॉम 5 टाइम बॉक्सिंग चैम्पियन है अपनी इंडिया से है किसी को पता नहीं है मणिपुर में रहती है लेट्स गो मीट हर हम अपने ही पैसे लेके चले गए मी माई वाइफ एंड साइवन चले गए मणिपुर टू साइन मैरी कॉम शी लाइक केम फ्रॉम समवेयर लाइक दिस ऐसे ये मैरी कॉम है क्या so yeah you know it's like very stylish ये jeans और फटे हुए jeans
Yeah,
थे
yeah.
nail polish and she came and she's like I said we want to make a movie on this she started laughing why do you want you know and says no really it's inspiring I should and sure and I don't know how we clicked she doesn't know me I mean I don't know her but suddenly she said okay let's do it and that day I
And
thought
what a
कि-
movie.
yeah, it just happened. But it was there with me for 2 years and nothing happened till she won Olympic. And then suddenly सबके अरे किसके पास है rights? So I had the rights.
Oh, lovely.
And then I mean, lots of people wanted to do that film at that
Yeah.
time. Still, it took us 2 years to make it. Suddenly, Olympic gave that boost. And then I was doing Shireen Farhad ki Nikal Padi for Bela, for Sanjay Leela Bansali. And that time he asked me, what are you doing? So I said, ek hai picture, you know, because I said no, I backed out of Guzarish because I didn't have time. I was doing some other things. So I went and did Bela's film. तो he said, क्या कर रहा है अभी? तो मैं बोला कि एक ऐसी पिक्चर है. So वो you know डांस वाली ऐसी नहीं वो नहीं दूसरी पिक्चर है उधर है. तो बॉक्सिंग पर है. I thought he won't like it. You know, it's like that बॉक्सिंग पर क्या भेज मेरे को देखते हैं क्या होता है. So I sent him and he liked it and he said, I'll produce it for you. So you direct it. I said, damn good. I mean, that was the best
It
launch
was
that I
just
could
the
have got.
perfect timing.
Yeah, and
You
luckily-
manifested. I think आपने जो भी manifest किया है वो बोलते हैं आजकल manifestation,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
I think for you, I can just kind of connect the dots. आपने बचपन से जो manifest किया है वो in time आपके लिए,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
those
yeah.
paths have opened. Talking of scale,
Yeah.
I mean, you've been in the news for the biggest that has happened recently in Jamnagar, which was epic. And I
I did
think
one of them.
आपका
I did the
I know,
second
of
one,
course.
the Sangeet, yeah.
The Sangeet, which looked fabulous.
Thank
and
you.
I think आपका मोरा रूज का कहीं पे ड्रीम थोड़ा वहाँ पूरा हुआ होगा.
वो हमेशा होता है मतलब anywhere which is circus, Moulin Rouge, everything with colors and bulbs and
Yeah.
you know suddenly comes to me and maybe they know that I'll be good at that, but it fits very well with me.
How was that experience? Tell me.
Uh,
I mean, whatever you can tell us. I know we always have restrictions with
Yeah.
that much only we can talk about.
though everybody's seen it, the
Yeah,
visuals everybody's
yeah.
seen it, and it's like a huge open ground. It's like a lawn, and design whatever you want. The Mela Rouge title came
Yeah.
from them, which excited me a lot.
Yeah.
So, it
Which
fits
was
in
a
very
great
well.
fusion.
Yeah, so it's like, chalo, Manish Malhotra was there, you know, Neetaji was there, everyone. So while briefing only, they knew my work as such.
Yeah.
Okay, what you would do with this, it's very nice. But how I did, that zapped me. ये तो ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं हो गया? You know, it's too big. I said, no, please understand. It'll happen. I said, no, I think it's too big. So everybody was like, oh, well. And suddenly, हमने design तो बता दिया. The basic thing was, where everybody got zapped is like me and my team, whenever we design, a design talks.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
It's like, no, when the presentation happens, okay, it's visuals देखोगे, लेकिन जब हम scale खोलते हैं, so I don't present like that. I opened up my chart.
Like a sketch, a large sketch.
Sketch is the basic thing. If you're working with me, you have to know how to sketch. Okay, it's not 3D, it's not something. वो तो बाद में करेंगे ही, बाद में बताएंगे. But the मज़ा जो है is opening up a sketch. And मैं वैसे ही करता हूँ, सबको तड़पाता हूँ. रोल पड़ा हुआ है, सब चीज़ नहीं तो ब्रीफ कर दिया, ये होगा वो होगा, सबके माइंड में सब चीज़ अच्छा बताओ, ऐसे वेट वेट लेट इट ओपन, देन आई ओपन अप. एंड दिस टाइम व्हेन आई प्रेजेंटेड, वी प्रेजेंटेड अबाउट अ 10 feet thing which opened up. This is the entry, this is the way it came. And people बाद में भूल जाते हैं, ठीक है, what is this, let me say that. So that is the nice way of, maybe we have worked not for the first time, we did quite a lot of work earlier also, but this was something that we wanted to showcase. And 3 दिन का affair है, आज was the second day as a संगीत, first day कोई और कर रहा था, third day कोई और कर रहा था, they were all sanctioned.
Yeah.
And so this took us quite a lot of time to make. Okay, and like I said, Mela एक side पर था, संगीत एक side पर था. How to merge them, what colors can be used, how opulent can you go, feathers बनाएंगे तो कैसे बनाएंगे, it's like there were huge feathers at the back, plumes जो बोलते हैं.
Yeah.
So plumes हमने सब छोटे देखे हैं, इतने देखे हैं. मैं 30 feet के plumes बना रहा हूँ, वो कैसे लगेगा. Carousel सबने देखा है, मेरा carousel देखो, this huge, उसको मैं bar बना दूंगा, then how it look, like how many crystals that I used. It was challenging yourself, and this was a dream that I wanted to do and show them कि क्या हो रहा है. The best part was जब sets लग रहे हैं, बन रहे हैं, सब चीज़ हो रहा है, everybody seeing while passing in जामनगर, अच्छा बन रहा है, अच्छा ये हो रहा है, welding हो रही है, नीचे welding हो रही है, and suddenly the day when the crane picked up the whole thing to put it on top, that huge thing, I got a call. It's too big, it's too huge, we've never done something like that. I said, please trust me, don't worry, it'll look beautiful, trust me. Then, I mean, everybody panicked. Yes, it's too huge. 220 feet का stage कौन बनाता है? So that stage is a separate thing. We've never done a stage
40
beyond
feet
the
के, मतलब
60,
40, 60 is a big stage.
Yeah, so 220 feet. I said, please trust me. Luckily, Mukesh ji said, I like this vision. Go ahead. Do whatever you want. And there were changes and all, but everything fell into place so beautifully. But last minute तक काम कर रहे थे because there was so much work to do, so many details.
And what was the total production timeline?
I don't know, 45 days?
45
days. But last minute changes, David Blaine coming in, and so it was a nice thing because it was fun to do and it's right up your alley, so you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
अगर यहाँ से यहाँ change करना है, no problem, we'll do it. It's for the betterment of the thing. And everybody started liking it, loving the
No, the
place.
pictures looked amazing. Whatever little that we saw,
Yeah.
I mean, not little. I think we were virtually all in Jamnagar that time, but it looked very, very pretty. Today, with AI coming, do you see AI complementing creativity, or somewhere you feel it's a challenge? What do you think? I mean, as a designer, what's your feeling about?
Oh, I love AI right now. Okay, right now because it's not taking my job, and yes, everyone can do AI. Okay, बैठे कोई भी कर रहा. I've jumped onto the wagon very fast so that I can manipulate it, and instead of AI manipulating me.
Yeah.
But I'm loving the process. Okay, whatever would take a week takes me 5 seconds, literally, and I'm on मेरे phone पर ही है. Okay, so till 5 o'clock last night I was making my poster, making something like this. अच्छा ये क्या है? So if I would have briefed my assistant to do, which would take about a week, or 3D बनाना, color करना, ये करना, sketching is very fast. But now in a half an hour, 1 hour, my designs are okay.
Yeah.
Then to show it, we have to do 3D, this, that. My co-workers, they will take some time. So उनको explain कराना, color scheme नहीं, वापस करो. यहाँ Mid Journey gives me 4 visuals in 5 seconds. I don't like, there are 4 more, and you keep on multiplying. And it's how you use it. Okay, so you are one up with them. But yes, it won't give you the final result. For that, I still have to get my guys, अच्छा ये है, इसका अभी तो new poster बना जिसमें मेरे को ये सब चाहिए. But I like this look. So instead of going on Pinterest एंड जनरली व्हाट द होल जनता इज गोइंग, आजकल जो भी वेडिंग्स में जाते हैं क्लाइंट के पास पहले ही पिन इंटरेस्ट का होता है, मेरे को ऐसा कुछ चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ चाहिए तो बना लो, मैं नहीं करता. यू नो, लकीली नाउ आई कैन टेल यू दैट पिन इंटरेस्ट से बेटर दे सकता हूँ जो मेरे माइंड में है. द पर्सन सिटिंग इन द AI कंप्यूटर, कौन बैठा मेरे को पता नहीं है.
translating it.
हाँ, it's like translating in 5 seconds. But again, sometimes I get very irritated. Idiot, I don't want this. I want something else. समझ नहीं आ रहा तेरे को. So it doesn't give you 100%. In coming years, it will. It'll work exactly what you want. You know, which is fantastic. Jobs जाएंगी, okay, but new jobs will be coming up. It's like every transformation that happens, you have to adapt to it, and you have to be one step ahead of it.
And I also feel somewhere design production is one thing कि आपने जल्दी designs produce की, but the practicality, the execution,
वो handy है.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That hand-holding the device or the tool will never do for you.
पता नहीं ना.
There you have
अभी हम
to
बोल
have
रहे
the
हैं,
real-time
10 साल के बाद
experience.
में 10 साल के बाद
we
में
never know.
कोई और भी आएगा बनाने
That's
के लिए, फिर वो
true.
अलग होगा.
That's true.
But yes, that process is very fast happening. But हाँ, sorry, what are you saying?
Yeah, no, so production cost, like today for every client, design is wow, but then after that, अच्छा इसका cost क्या होगा? Now to get that in an AI, you know, for designers who are just going to take that route, I think it has to come with a body of experience के ये यहाँ पर ये मटेरियल यूज होगा, यहाँ पर फैब्रिक है या यहाँ पर वुड है या यहाँ पर आयरन है.
That though, yes, that those things won't change, hasn't changed for a long time, won't change right now. As in physical things of materials change.
Yeah.
You know, you upgrade with a material. This is the new material. ये टिकली नया आया, ये build नया है. You know, so that you adapt to it and framework करना है. हम iron में बना रहे हैं, पत्रे में बना रहे हैं, पट्टी में बना रहे हैं. Those things keep on, you know, changing and you have to adapt to it.
Yeah.
This visual of mine, if I design, if somebody else can execute it, then it's fantastic.
Correct.
If not, then it's only me who can do it like that.
Yeah.
AI is giving you just a push ahead, okay, something that you're not thought of. Now think.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, my hands, the way it moves, I like that AI is doing exactly like that. तो मैं करता आया हूँ बहुत साल से. So एक ये मेरे को मिल गया है जो मेरे तरह सोचता है. You know, whatever the fantasy, crazy
Yeah,
things I
yeah.
do like this, everything that you put on AI feed, you get that. That means it's your mind you were working on for 20 years.
Yeah, I think it's about the brief you give. That's how it is, right?
Also.
Yeah.
But it'll give you fantasy which is not. तो हम वो fantasy करते आए हैं.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm happy कि हम ये fantasy करते थे और ये AI अभी कर रहा है. तो ये तो मैं पहले करता था, 20 साल पहले भी मैं कर रहा था.
जी.
So luckily my whole thing is, यार ये मज़ा आएगा करने के लिए. Let's get on to this. So I'm telling you, 4 बजे 5 बजे my wife is irritated. बंद कर, फेंक देंगे फोन. बहन ने और एक कुछ मिलेगा. कल रात को एक स्टोरी लाइन आ गई. अच्छा ये स्टोरी लाइन पर ये पोस्टर कितना बैठेगा. So I'm fooling around with it until
Right
some
now it's
breakthrough.
playing through and
In fact, everyone is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But what prompts you get and how it adapts to you, it starts talking to you your language.
That's true.
You know, I can put in my Umang Kumar designs and it'll start designing like me,
Wow.
which is like what I like.
Hina, very interestingly, we all know, and for people who don't know, Hina was definitely a part of the big fat wedding that we were all following, the Jamnagar wedding of Anant and Radhika. I know how it works, a lot of
Professionalism
restrictions
will
and
not
there
allow me
has to
to-
be absolutely professional barriers to what, but we've seen it all there. It was all there. We were virtually living in
Yeah.
Jamnagar. And I saw this design of जब उनका वो साइनिंग सेरेमनी था एंड मैंने देखा एंड मैंने कहा ये हीना है जबकि यू हैड नॉट इवन टोल्ड मी दैट यू आर डूइंग दिस बट आई सेड ये दिस इज हीना
And what was it that gave it away?
हीना इट्स जस्ट द ट्रेडिशन दैट यू बॉट बैक I mean, look at that design.
It was a dream. That event, the whole process, the whole
Please
journey.
tell us something about the experience of Jamnagar, please.
Absolutely magical.
Yeah.
Anything, it's absolutely something that I have never dreamt of doing or haven't done before. The sheer scale, the vibration, the whole concept, the vision was absolutely fantastic. It was beyond
imagination. It was magical. And to put that into perspective with so many incredible people working on it.
Yeah.
It was a mammoth task. It was not easy for anybody, but I think each one involved gave their 500%, and the outcome is just something we fondly call the Valley of Gods. And it was the Valley
Acha,
of
who
Gods.
came
and-
up with the name?
I think it was. I think it's a mix of multiple people's opinion on what it should be
Yeah.
called, but it sort of came very naturally because the inception started with the Valley of Gods.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not sure who tagged it the Valley of Gods, but whoever did a fab job.
Yeah.
Because it sort of converted. So that's exactly what design is all about, right? That vision that probably the client had of creating this space that was like a Valley of Gods, and eventually translating that into so many different visions. So there were so many different people working. There were set
Yeah.
designers working on it. There were lighting designers working on it. There were floral designers working
I mean,
on
I
it.
believe there was
decor.
some 1,000+ crew.
Lots of people working.
I mean, that's the. I mean, I really want to tell my audience that behind all that, there is such unsung heroes.
There are.
इतने लोग काम करते हैं.
Months and months
इतना
of hard
काम
work,
करते हैं to put together one look and design. Production is a different
Ball game.
I would say ball game altogether in our space. And like I just started saying in the beginning of this show, the ecosystem and the employment that we generate in that space of production and design
This one was the biggest I have ever seen, even in employment.
is always been the biggest compared to any other area of work in the wedding space. You know?
Absolutely.
So Jamnagar was, I mean, it was brilliant. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that, Hina. You pulled it off really well. Who plays a
Adopted.
larger role, the planner or the designer?
The planner, I feel, plays in our country. Let me get this
Yeah,
on the
I
table.
think we should also explain the difference because
Differences,
it's only in
yes.
our country that there's
It's
a
so
different
confused.
planner and a different designer.
So a wedding planner is somebody who sort of orchestrates the whole wedding, puts the vision together, and that's where the dots are connected. The planner could be a designer themselves, like a designer could be a planner, but I'm not sure if a planner can be a designer.
That's true.
Yeah, so a designer is anyways a planner with aesthetic sense. That's what a designer is, because we start with planning. We need to know how many people are you inviting, where are they coming from, what are they going to be eating, what have you thought? Like,
What
we
is
need,
the space
Yeah, what is the
size?
space like? What are the colors that you like? We need all the details, and those are all the ingredients that we put together to then make the soup that we're making, right? Like what we call an event. Now, in there, if there's one ingredient that's missing or it's been changed, even if the quantity has been changed, it's not going to taste, smell, or look the same. So, the pivotal role, I think, is that of a planner.
Yeah.
A designer, like I said, can be a planner, can pretend to be a planner, or can collaborate with a planner and work very well with a planner,
Yeah.
because the designer has great aesthetic sense. But not necessarily all designers are great at planning or have
Correct.
the exposure of being able to put together that whole box
because
of
there's
chocolates
so
together.
many other elements to planning.
Absolutely.
You know,
and that
especially
exposure.
the entire logistics part
Exactly.
and guest
we have
management.
we have no bone
and
in our
that's
body
a
that
very
can do that.
time-consuming space also.
Absolutely.
You know?
And very management oriented,
Yeah.
you know. And creatives, I don't think, are great managers. So I don't think it's.
Somebody is making some honest, confessions here. Those candid moments, the way you capture, and I know they are not easy to capture because I've seen y'all at work, and Ekta to goes like I don't know from where all with. She's so little that she'll find her way through anyhow with her camera and make sure she's clicking those pictures at any cost, whether she's stumbling over the stage or, I've seen her like always that. And Sam, I've seen you also with your height. Thankfully,
Yeah.
you managed to capture a lot. So tell me the process of Candid and how is Candid different from the traditional photography?
Okay. You want to go? Should I start? Okay.
I love the way you guys are coordinated. You go.
नहीं मेरा theory होता है मेरा थोड़ा ज्ञान और theory होता है. Then Ekta will bring the fun in it. But it's a very very interesting question.
Yeah.
If we just take एक step थोड़ा सा पीछे ले लेते हैं कि ये photography, wedding photography आया कहाँ से और कौन करता था. तो photography अगर आप medium देखो तो film rolls होते थे. अब एक रोल में 36 क्लिक्स है आपके पास और रोल महंगा होता है.
हाँ.
आप रोल जितने आप क्लिक करोगे उतना आपको डेवलप करना पड़ेगा. तो इसलिए जो पुराने फोटोग्राफर्स होते थे वो ज़्यादा क्लिक नहीं कर सकते थे क्योंकि वो रोल्स ही आप उतने ही रोल्स आप कैरी कर सकते हो. करेक्ट. अब वहाँ से शिफ्ट हो गया डिजिटल में.
हाँ.
अब डिजिटल आपके पास आ गया है तो आप बहुत सारा क्लिक कर सकते हो. देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन शूटिंग एट ऑल. लेकिन डिजिटल में फिर एक प्रॉब्लम होता है कलिंग का, क्योंकि आप इतना ज़्यादा क्लिक कर रहे हो तो आपको वो फोटो सिलेक्ट भी तो करनी है. तो दैट इज़ अनदर प्रॉब्लम. नाउ अब कैंडिड की अगर आप बात करोगे तो कैंडिड फोटोग्राफी वेरी सिंपली इज फोटोग्राफी विच इज़ जो आप इन द मोमेंट ले रहे हो.
हाँ.
जो स्ट्रीट फोटोग्राफी होता है.
करेक्ट.
उसमें आप और कुछ नहीं सोच रहे, जो मोमेंट्स आपके सामने हो रहे हैं आप अपना फोटोग्राफी का कॉम्पोजिशन का जो ज्ञान है आप वो लेके लाइटिंग एक्सपोजर एज अ टेक्निकल पर्सन हु कैन ऑपरेट द कैमरा, आप कैमरा वहां पे रख के वो फोटोज ले रहे हो.
And you're waiting for those 10 elements to align.
Yes.
But doesn't lighting become difficult in such moments at times? Because I know otherwise people are so specific about lighting,
Yeah.
photo video teams, including y'all,
Yeah.
and should be, because
Yeah.
that's the only time. But when you're going candid, like when you're going into that after party zone,
Yeah.
or when you're going into that barat where you're not getting the right kind of lighting the way you want, and to make sure that you are able to yet get that moment right, is that you have some different cameras that you all use, or is there a different technique that you use that works well for you all?
So basically, there are different techniques for lighting, which
Yeah.
everybody uses, and everybody has in their camera bags and they're carrying. But we, again, in this also, basically our philosophy is to keep it real
Yeah.
and keep it natural. So we try and use these external light only when it is absolutely necessary, or we are trying to create a mood.
Okay.
So during a wedding, the mood is already created.
Yeah.
Because you've already done multiple sessions and meetings and decided on your decor, decided on the color palette and everything. So our job is that when you see these photos later, after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 10 years, it should take you back to that mood.
Moment.
And it should take you back to that vibe.
Yeah.
So if I go there and change the vibe, then it makes no sense with my lighting.
True.
So it should take you, like if the after party was happening and it was supposed to be red, it should be red in my photos also.
Yeah.
Because otherwise after 10 years you will forget
No
that how you
filters.
had imagined it, right?
Yeah.
So we like to keep it as close to natural as
As natural.
possible, unless like it is absolutely necessary to use a light, or it is because we are trying to, like in a portrait or something, we are trying to create a mood, it's fine. But like when whatever you have planned, we don't come with that intention only to change it.
Yeah, but that is our way of looking at
Yeah.
it. Like एक photographer basically एक painter है.
Yeah.
आप अलग अलग पेंटर्स को सेम सीन दे दो, somebody might paint a very nice portrait of someone where you can see only the face.
Yeah.
Another painter might paint the scene. Another painter might actually paint the scene and the painter in the scene painting the scene. So it is various levels of
Layers,
thinking of
yeah.
it. It's just about how you look at it,
yeah.
how you see the world, and you just get it as per that. So there are times when we will use light to overpower the ambient light. That is also possible.
Yeah.
कि अगर आप अपनी जैसे आफ्टर पार्टी में अंधेरा होता है तो वहां पे अगर आपको क्लिक चाहिए तो आप बिना लाइट क्लिक करोगे तो आपको मोशन ब्लर आएगा. दैट इज वन वे ऑफ शूटिंग इट. द अदर एक्सट्रीम ऑपोजिट वे ऑफ शूटिंग इट कि आप अपने फ्लैश यूज करो ताकि आप एम्बियंट लाइट को ओवर पावर कर दो ताकि आपकी जो लाइट है बस वही दिखे. दैट इज अ कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट वे ऑफ शूटिंग इट. बोथ वेज आर टोटली वैलिड. Both ways completely depend on who you as an artist and a photographer at that point of time, how are you seeing
How
it?
are you seeing that at that point of time?
You all have done some celebrity weddings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some, as in I know
Yeah,
quite
we
a
are
few.
fortunate.
But which was your favorite, and
Which is
why?
your favorite?
So everyone was memorable, but I think the closest to my heart was Shibani and Farhan.
Mine
You know
too.
what? I kind of guessed that would probably, because that wedding looked beautiful.
Yeah. Thank
It
you.
And why was it your favorite?
So see, a wedding is a bubble.
Yeah.
A bubble of love and emotion.
Yeah.
Now the smallest bubble is between the couple. Then that bubble gets a little larger, and then
With the
the
family.
immediate family comes in. Then it gets a little larger, and friends come in.
and-
Then it gets larger, and extended friends come in. Then guests come
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Now, because that wedding was so intimate, everyone
Close.
was in the same bubble. I'm getting
wow.
goosebumps as I'm speaking about it. And plus, we are huge fans of them. So
And the pictures came out so beautiful.
thank you.
Beautiful.
was
And I
beautiful.
think they
We were all
even did
feeling
a ceremony which was taking vows, and I think there was
they
Yeah,
made
yeah.
their own ceremony,
It was lovely.
How
which was
lovely.
also great. But so basically, Sam and I are people who are shooting these and shooting lesser number of weddings because we want to have fun, because we already had jobs. So it is not from the point of view of, oh, now we can start making money or something, that we went into
Yeah.
this. We went into this because we loved it and we want to keep the love alive. So
Yeah.
if that's why first we shoot lesser number of weddings and shoot on our own, like we are personally there because we enjoy it.
Yeah.
And a lot of what we do, what makes us happy is meeting new people. And Sam always says this is one of the few professions, and it's true for you also, where you interact with people of different age groups.
I agree.
Because otherwise it's your friends or the people of a elder age group you would know as your parents or your parents' friends.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
here we are interacting with different age groups all the time. So you learn so much from different people. You observe them. You observe how they conduct
And we
themselves.
get to travel to places.
You
and-
get to travel to places, different experiences, different cultures. So it is extremely exciting
Yeah,
for us.
yeah.
And then when you get an opportunity to be in the space with the people who you've looked up to, who have been your heroes, or you've heard their interviews, and then you get to be in that space and observe them in person, it's extremely exciting.
Yeah.
And it's a privilege, and there's just gratitude.
So what
for
was
it.
what was your favorite moment of Farhan and Shivani's wedding?
So many, but my favorite instead of a moment, I'll tell you, my favorite thing was the vibe.
Yeah.
And because the vibe was such, because they were just being themselves, and that's what I loved. Like, even when there are people in the public space, but the way they were just being
Yeah.
themselves throughout, and it was just so lovely to see that.
There was this one video that I remember went viral a little later, where Ritik was dancing
Yes.
to the Suraj Ki
Yeah.
Baahon Mein with Farhan. So sweet that whole thing
It
was.
was Senorita.
Oh, Senorita, sorry.
Yes,
yeah.
I can still picture where it happened and where I was standing and I witnessed it. Yes, it's super exciting. Like when we also...
You feel you're seeing a scene out of a movie,
Yeah.
like live,
Yeah,
candid.
and what is exciting for me is that when we are part of these, we go to a club to dance, or we are at a wedding, we are waiting for our favorite songs to play,
Yeah.
and when that DJ plays our song, we get so excited.
Yeah.
So for them, when someone plays their
Their
song,
song.
they get excited, which is such a real, it's so real
Yeah,
that even
yeah.
they are excited about their
Yeah,
songs. So
yeah,
I love
absolutely.
Yeah, and
that
you're
feeling.
actually watching like the source of it.
Yeah.
The actor who you
Absolutely.
watched on screen
Yeah.
performing on that song in a regular setting. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Marwari, right?
I'm a Marwari, yes.
Yeah, that's why food and Marwaris have to go like super hand in hand. And I think the culture in
It's
a
almost in our DNA.
I know. I mean, the culture in a Marwari home. Sometimes, when I go for these wedding meetings, Aditi, and just eating their home food, I'm like, if this is what they're doing at home, I don't know what we're going to do at the
It's
wedding.
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard because, exactly, sometimes, even when I curate or I see menus, I'm just like, even now, because I've professionalized everything, I'm always comparing or always telling my team, oh my God, I can do this better at home. I'm sure being professionals, you can do this better, So it's always a comparison, or I think it's just how we've been brought up.
Let's talk a little bit about this whole food styling thing. I mean, there was this time, you remember when, as kids, when we attended weddings, there was good food, but there was this line of buffet, and that's all that we used to go and just keep taking stuff.
Yeah.
But today, the way presentations are made, the way counters are set up, styling is a very, very important part. And what's your take on this whole styling bit?
I think I have to say that I've been very fortunate. At a very early age, I was exposed, and I worked at a floral company called In Water in London. And literally, this was at the age of 16, and I was exposed to going to setups at like Sotheby's and Cartier, and saw like, I mean, we were a little bit, behind what the world was doing in terms of like, buffet setups and service. Like,
Yeah.
it was far ahead in the West, and I'd seen that. So actually, the USP of Sage and Saffron, I would proudly say, since 2012, is that it really wasn't ever a line of chefing dishes. It was always about food being presented in a unique way, very beautifully, where it was really an eat with your eyes experience. And I would, even if the client didn't have budget, I would offer my services, saying, I'm trained internationally. I can help you, like just rearrange literally your existing stuff in your house, or even your flowers. Like, you can add like an element of like a wow factor to the table, and it would change the experience. So I'd been doing that for a long time, of course not at a large scale, but it's very exciting to see how weddings, or how everybody has realized or moved away from, also to realize that sometimes this just line of food is also so much wastage.
And
it's
it's a
colossal
lot of wastage, and you lose the taste.
And it's become so interesting and so fun, that how everybody has gotten so evolved, like right from the clients to the planners, like everybody in the system has become so evolved. That it's everybody playing a part to say, how do we make this more experiential?
There's so much happening in the food space. What do you think is like going to be like the next trend? What's really coming up, you think? Like, what is it that people are more inclined towards?
I'm seeing this more and more, like whether it is also the scale of, say, the largest family in India, or it is any kind of scale, but I'm seeing this more and more where they want the bride and groom story entwined into like the food story. Like, it has to be, it's becoming so much more personalized. It's like, I've eaten a favorite meal here, how do we recreate it? Or this is my my
childhood memory
falafel shop in some quaint place in Europe, but like, how do we create that falafel bar experience? Even if we can't bring them, how do we bring that into that personalized experience into the curation?
No, storytelling's big in
It's
decor,
become so
food.
big. I mean, people are writing their story on their lehengas. So
Really? I haven't seen that
I mean,
yet.
Kresha Bajaj has been doing this
is it?
for years, where she does the whole story on the lehenga. It's getting, now I think it's getting weaved into the food like never before.
That's amazing. Aditi, in the wedding space, there's so many women, even at least in the planning space I see. But there was a time when I used to see a lot of male chefs, but now there's so many women. And I'm sure you have a very women-heavy team too.
Yes.
When they travel, when they have to work late hours, there's always this thing about their safety, their security. What's your approach with that? And also, how encouraging is it to see so many women chefs? Like, where do these talent come from? How do you work on getting the best talent?
So I think also being, when I entered the industry, like you rightly said, was such a male-dominated industry that for me, even while I was building my team, it came very naturally to me to also want to have more women in my team, that it became a more safe and comforting environment for myself.
Yes.
Where I could like discuss my grievances with another person, or like, made those team members almost my confidant as well.
Yeah.
So it had to do a lot with also how I am as a person, and I've really grown my team as almost like an extended family.
Yes.
They are my extended family, not almost. And, so when I go to work, it's also that it's a safe place for myself.
Yeah.
And, I have always encouraged to get, women on top, whether it's, Mirelle, who's our restaurant manager at Mars, started off, not even being from this industry, is now the general manager of the restaurant.
Oh, lovely.
It's been a 7-year journey for her, but and I would say she's one of the most fierce general managers in the industry today.
Yeah.
Like, everybody is like wanting to take a page of her book.
Yeah.
And she's young, and there's so much more that she can achieve. And so even like with my bakery project, like I have a woman chef helming the kitchen, or now I'm starting a pizza project, I have a woman chef helming it there. So, I mean, I'm trying to create these positions but not like I have anything against male chefs and, you know.
Of course, but there's so much opportunity, and I think that's great because I see a lot of women chefs now.
And I think that when you create that environment, even when we travel, we create that buddy system where they are rooming together and they are always coordinating with each other to make sure that they each one are safe, even if they're having a good time.
True.
Even if they're staying in a, you know, kind of sharing the hotel with other male chef, it's that they have created because they're more than one person, right? I think the more you multiply that,
it helps.
That space, it helps.
That's lovely, and that's really encouraging, and you know, quite heartening to hear that.
Yeah,
you know,
and I always love empowering my team, and I think also because, you know, luckily, like for me, that I'm also working in a very creative space, even though it's food, that there are a lot of creative people in my team, and they naturally just happen to be women.